Hello and welcome back to another weekly weigh-in update. If you're new here, my name is Rachel and I'm currently losing weight on the 1-to-1 diet by Cambridge Weight Plan. This was week 6. Literally do not know where the time is going. And last week I was half a pound away from my 2 stone award. Gutted, but I couldn't be too gutted because I had lost 3¼ pounds. So obviously my only goal for this week was to get that half a pound off. Very doable on this plan. And yeah, did it this week. Another 3¼ pounds off this week, taking my total to 2 stone 2¾ pounds. So yeah, in 6 weeks. It's crazy. So I had said that my what I'd really like for my 30th, which is next week, can you believe it, was to get my 2½ stone, which would mean I'd need to lose 4¼ pounds, which is a big ask. I mean, I'm still going to have it as a goal. If I don't quite reach it, I know I'll get it the week after, but yeah, I'm going to talk you through some of the things I'm going to do to try and help me get that. But just going and reflecting over this last week, it was a good week. It was that time of the month, so I felt quite bloated all week. So for 3¼ pounds on that kind of week is like really good. I'd never normally lose 3¼ pounds that time of the month on any other plan I was doing, so it was fab. But some things I noticed this cycle compared to like previous ones, the main thing was my skin. I haven't broken out. I've had one spot down here which is very cleverly covered. Thank you, it's CC cream. But other than that, my skin hasn't broken out. Now, don't get me wrong, I know that that's a lot to do with your hormones and what have you. But before I was on plan, my skin was awful around my period, awful. I was breaking out all on my chin, on my cheeks, which I never broke out on, all up on my hairline. But no, this cycle's just been so much easier almost. So I completely put that down to the better nutrition and the more water that I've been drinking. And it's just one of those benefits that's not weight loss related. So I've been really trying to see benefits that aren't just weight loss. So I thought I'd go through a couple of those with you as well. Obviously, last week we touched on our whys. I've loved hearing about everyone's whys. And your whys are really important to keep in the forefront of your mind. But it's these little non-scale victories and scale victories week on week that keep you going. They really keep you motivated, but you have to look out for them or you'll just miss them. So the first massive non-scale victory I had this week was the unironed green shirt. So if you haven't seen on my grid post, I've put up a green shirt that I put on probably on week 3, so I wasn't even at my biggest. I'd lost over a stone by that point, and that poor shirt was pulled within an inch of its life, and it still wouldn't go anywhere near together. And then the other day I was like, oh, do you know what? I'm just going to try it on and see where I am. My intention was I was going to take another picture, and then I'd have 3 pictures, and did up. Just did all the way up. So yeah, I was so buzzing. It's those little wins that you get that you're it's working. Even on those days I feel bloated because women things, what have you. I was that's amazing. That your body can change that much in such a short period of time. Another massive non-scale victory that I've had is being able to get in the bath. Now don't get me wrong, I could get in the bath before, but it wasn't comfortable. I was wedged in and just wasn't comfy. Whereas now, I really enjoy having a bath, and I've made a habit of pretty much having a bath every night to de-stress and relax. So that's been a lovely little win. And then you'll also have known, if you've been watching my stories, that I've had goals to increase being active and getting out and walking. And my first goal was 3 times a week for 2 weeks, and I smashed that, and then I upped it to 4 times a week. And then this week I've been out 5 times for like nearly an hour every time. And feeling like my fitness coming on. And like yesterday we walked to the post office, and I'd done that walk like last week, and last week I was like perfect, because it's like all uphill to the post office. Whereas when I did it yesterday, yeah, I was still a bit like that's like a bit of trek, but it was so much easier. And you know, we have to really focus on these little wins, because they are what will drive you forward. I remember one of the first ones I had that I messaged Gemma about was that I could take pops upstairs and I wasn't out of breath. I was like, oh my god, that was like so much easier than it was before. So yeah, let me know some of your non-scale victories, some of the little things, little wins you're having, that a scale just cannot measure. It just can't. All the scale can tell you is how much gravity mass is being pushed down on it. But it's those things like the try-ons and like getting out and about and being able to do things you couldn't do before you started plan, that you're like, what's going to happen in another 3 weeks if that happened in that short a time. So yeah, on to this week now. So obviously I've been on plan 100% since I started. I haven't come off, always have my water. I do have like the odd splash of milk and a cup of tea or coffee if I need it. But yeah, this last week I have found that I've relied a bit more on the bars. And that's just because I've been busy, like with Poppy. Like, she's a little terror. She started crawling, she's into everything. So in the day they are really handy to pick up and go. And you can do the whole plan on bars if you want. But I'm going to just try and get back into the habit of like having porridge for breakfast, then maybe a bar, then something savoury for dinner, and then maybe like a bar in the evening, just to try and cut it down to like 2 a day. And just, yeah, I mean, I don't really know if it'll do anything, but like I said, it just gets me out of the habit of just solely relying on them. So I have got an order coming today, which I'm really excited about. I've ordered more of the peanut bars. I'm obsessed, they're amazing. And I've ordered some of the apple and cinnamon bars, so I'm really excited to try those. There's been like mixed reviews I've seen online of them, but people have kind of compared them to like carrot cake, like a cinnamon carrot cake, and that, if you know me, is like if we were in a cake shop, that'd be what I'd go for. So I'm really excited to try them. And then I've also got some of the pesto pasta to try, so I'm quite excited for that. I know that I had it when I did the plan before. I think it just released pesto pasta, and I remember it being like a really pesto-y taste, which I personally like. So yeah, I'm excited for that to come. So my last week is a 29-year-old. We'll be fully on plan. Really, really want to get that 4.25 pounds off, but it'll be what it'll be. Make sure to look out for your non-scale wins this week, because they can be small. They can just slip past you, and if you're not looking out for them, you'll miss them. But I'm telling you, those will keep you going. And yeah, I'll let you know what I think of the new products. So as always, any questions, leave them below. Let me know how your weeks have been. Thank you so much for all your kind comments and support every day. It really, really, really helps. And if you ever need anything, just send me a message. But I hope you have a lovely, lovely week.